DJ, obviously, I'm sure this is a great way to get ready for conference play. But how are you feeling about this team as you guys get ready for next week, coming off this sweep of South Carolina?
I'm feeling a lot better. I think we're starting to get the bats going. We're starting to play as a team, and I think we definitely made some strides. It's not.
Those first four innings, how did it just kind of feel with the bats? You guys are finding different ways to score. I mean, you had your double. How was it feeling offensively today?
It felt great. It felt like we didn't have to rely on the bunch of the steals today. We put some. I mean, it helps that we still do that, but we barreled some balls, and those doubles definitely help.
Dustin, go ahead.
DJ, how encouraging is it that you guys sweep this series, but it seems like you got contributions from everybody up and down the lineup, guys coming off the bench, guys coming out of the bullpen. It just seemed like a total team effort throughout the weekend.
Yes, sir. It's just throughout the fall, we just really put our trust in each other. We have some solid chemistry, and everybody that goes up there, we believe they're going to get it done, and it definitely showed this weekend.
Do you think you guys just in late innings and tight situations, because of what you've gone through earlier this season, were better prepared to handle a series like this weekend?
I think so. I think we were definitely looking forward to it. We got it handed to us by 3 SEC teams, and I think we were definitely ready to go this weekend.
Jeff, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, I wanted to ask you about the fourth inning when Colby ran into some trouble. Coach Pierce comes out. We didn't know whether he was going to stay in or not. He ends up getting a strikeout. He ends up getting out of the inning. Just from your vantage point behind the plate, what was that like when he got into that jam there in the fourth and got himself out of it?
I think he was just missing with some pitches. He just had to trust his sinker, and that's when he's the best, is when he throws that sinker, and he got out of it. And that's all we can ask.
Kirk, go ahead.
Yeah, DJ, you guys are looking like such a complete team in every phase. Could you address that, and how hard is it to sweep a team, much less a team ranked 12th in the nation?
It's really just all about us. We went in there just ready to play for each other, and it didn't matter who's on the other side. But it's definitely big. I'm sorry, what was the other question?
Just how hard it is to sweep a team, especially one that's powerful as South Carolina is.
Oh, yeah, same thing. We just played for each other and one pitch at a time and came out on top.
And lastly, what did Coach Pierce tell y'all about today? Because you knew South Carolina didn't want to get swept, and y'all scored first 4 innings.
I just always win on Sunday. It's always the same. Just got to go out there and play for each other.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Got one last one. Danny, go ahead.
DJ, you decided to come back for this season. What have you kind of viewed your role as this season, and how has that relationship with I know you got to know Silas last year a bit, but how has that kind of relationship gone with you and him, and sharing duties behind the plate?
Really, I just kind of try to help out the younger guys. I've been there before. And if I see anybody just get a little nervous or anything along those lines, I just really try to let them know that they got it. We trust everybody on this team. And I think that's a big part of it.
Thanks, DJ. Appreciate the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What a great weekend. We had a team that went out and played consistent baseball. We had some timely hits and outstanding pitching against a very good hitting team. I'm just really proud of our players. Whatever we've thrown at them, they've handled. Today we tell them we've got daylight savings and an 11 o'clock start. Nobody complains. Nobody even has a negative thought. It's just the way we like it. Let's go do it. And, that attitude is very contagious. It's very positive across the board from our coaching staff, our support staff. Everybody's pitching in, doing their job and doing more. And just really, really proud of our weekend and how we played the game this weekend.
Thank you. Go, Kirk, you start us off.
Yeah, David, congratulations. There was a rumor you guys started the season 0-3. This looks nothing like that team, as you guys really seem to be rounding into form, right?
Well, we still remember Arlington. That kind of keeps us very humble. That keeps us locked in. You know, it's a tough game, and we didn't start the way we wanted. After that weekend, we had a meeting there in the tunnel and basically said, we're going to remember this meeting. We're going to remember how we started, and every single day where we felt like we've got it figured out, we're going to think about that. So I think it's real important that players mature and grow as we continue to go through this grind of a season that we all love.
And it just seemed like you have a reliability about this team. Everybody in the lineup got a hit, and you guys started so strong, scoring runs in each of the first 4 innings, kind of take control.
I thought our guys did a great job being patient against a very good pitcher and a very tight plate today. That was kind of the game plan. Once we realized that it was going to be fairly tight, let's take a look at it. Let's be patient. Let's get in some pitch counts, and that's exactly what we did against Boston.
Dustin, go ahead.
David, I know you're still in the moment from this game specifically, but what did you learn about your team over the course of this entire weekend?
That we're very, very resilient, and that we're not intimidated by anybody that we play. I love as a coach, you're always thinking about prevention, and you want to make sure you're ready for this area, and you want to make sure that you can handle this. And I mean, it's loose as can be, and, you worry about that. So at the same time, that's how you need to play the game. And so I think we have done a very good job of playing that game, flipping the page, and going reset and being ready to play the next game. And, today was a complete different game than yesterday. And so we have to understand it like that. And I think they're doing a nice job with that. We're starting to really solidify our bullpen, who we can rely on, how guys fit. When a guy kind of gets beat up, I thought it was huge yesterday for Tristan to get through the sixth. I mean, it sounds kind of like it's just an inning, but it's happened for him 2 times in a row. And for him to go out there and pitch like a reliever in the 6th inning and want the ball and understand that I will not be denied in this inning was huge for us.
And you stuck with Colby there in a jam. Obviously, he didn't get as deep into the game as he'd like, but he responded well in that situation. What was your message to him out in the mound? Because obviously, whatever you said worked.
I was going to the mound to go to Witt, and I knew that if Colby was right mentally, that I was staying with him. I liked the matchup with Colby because of the sinker back into Clark. And all I told him was, I trust you, and understand if we go away, we're going 2 balls off to influence to go back in. And I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to try to throw a strike away if I stuck with him, because that's what Clark handled really well. It's what he hit out of the park today. He needs extension. And when he tied him up, he beat him all day with changeup where he wrapped, and then the fastball in. So I just wanted to make sure, first of all, that he wanted the ball, and his message to me was right. And it was, and that's why we stuck with him.
Danny, you're up.
Following up on that, David, when you say you wanted to see what Colby was kind of like mentally, was it something that he said to you that assured you to keep him in the game? Was it his demeanor? I mean, what was it that you wanted to see from him in that meeting?
Well, as you guys know, when I walk out of the dugout, they're coming out of the game most of the time. And so, some guys are very deliberate of looking you in the eye and saying, Coach, all right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to beat him up inside. I've got this. And he said those right things, and I felt really comfortable with that matchup, more so than I did with Witt in the inning. And so if he were like ready to hand me the ball at the time, then we were going to Witt and we'll go to that matchup. But I liked his demeanor of how he approached me, looked me in the eye and says, Coach, I can beat him right here. And then I just wanted to reassure him that if we go away, it'd be strictly influence and, really expand and just be a way down. He did an awesome job. It doesn't always work out, neither does bringing in the next guy. It's like today with Cole. Cole is building trust. I thought he was outstanding. You look at Wenzel yesterday, hey, we like what we see, go again. We like what we see, stay with it. So sometimes just their information is better than their information, how they're pitching, what the ball's telling you, what the hitters are doing. And that was Wenzel yesterday. Today it was Colby in that matchup. Cole was really good, but he's still building trust, and we're still building Nixon. So, you know, it wasn't Nixon's best day, but he got through it, and he's going to learn from it.
And then this morning, did you guys do anything unique as far as when you asked the players to get to the ballpark or just getting ready for this early start?
Well, today we kind of flipped our schedule a little bit because it was daylight savings and 11 o'clock start, which is completely different than our normal schedule. So instead of hitting on the field in the home slot, we hit indoors during the visitor slot. So it gave us an extra 40 minutes.
Jeff, go ahead.
David, you talked a few minutes ago about patience, and I was just wondering, you guys were so good today, whether hitting runners on, scoring position, 2 outs. Is situational hitting, is that something you can coach, you and Tulo, or everybody else can coach with approach, or do they just need experience and need to learn patience to be able to handle those situations?
We kind of forced patience today because we took a pitch, if you noticed, most of the way through the lineup until we had a guy in a scoring position. But the first time through, everyone took a pitch. And it wasn't about Bosnick being erratic or not having control. It was more about the plate. And we gained that information in our first half where we felt like Colby didn't get 2 pitches that were really good. And our relay message from our catchers basically told us that. So I just told Tulo, I said, we're going to take a strike until at least the first time through. And then it was very opportunistic of, all right, they're being very patient. When we had guys in scoring position, we were able to jump on them.
Got one last one, Kirk. Go ahead.
Yeah, David, you were talking about building trust, and that's probably why you left Colby in. Is that also the reason you didn't leave Cole in there for the 9th, because you wanted him to finish with a really good feeling?
Well, that's a very valid point. Cole's been really good or just okay in an outing, and we're continuing to get that. What we saw today, we're trying to be much more repeatable. And for Cole, he's got the stuff. He's just got to stay mentally locked in on the next pitch. And sometimes that affects him by result. If he's good, he can go. But we're trying to make sure that when it doesn't go his way, can he still regroup and get to that next pitch? And he's working on it and doing great. I loved everything about him today. And you know, in hindsight, you go, well, he should have pitched the 9th, or he could have pitched the 9th. And we know that, but we're also building Nixon in that role as well.
Is there any trait that you like most that you've seen, you guys, have really kind of turned this thing around?
I felt like that there was zero panic from the staff and zero panic from the team when we went 0-3. It was humbling, but we handled it the right way. We didn't feel sorry for ourselves. We realized we weren't as good as we thought we were, but we hadn't really seen 95, 96 out of the gates either. So, if we were playing that tournament this coming weekend, I think we would fare a lot better.
It didn't hurt anybody's feelings, I guess, that you beat up on a SEC team, right?
Didn't hurt mine.